Oh, thank you for listening out there on the internet, wherever you're at. We are taking ridiculous dating questions off Reddit and you guys in the chat. Where the Love Gurus is starting right now.
Very twangy this week.
Yeah, I think I think my cord is short again.
Accidentally.
Oh, now it's louder.
Yeah, dude.
Think your romance, maybe.
See, I was playing a short and a chord, but it turns out it's me. I was the short the whole time.
You know what, but it does. The shortest was somewhere over there. That's
Aren't
all we
you
knew.
like 6 feet tall? You're not short.
Yeah.
You're not a short.
There's a short going on somewhere in this whole frame.
Yeah.
It's not very PC.
Yeah.
Short.
I shorted out.
Or your life is screwed. Love Guru.
Oh, you heard the man. This is the Love Gurus podcast. Thank you for being here. We're about to take ridiculous dating questions from the wild animals on Reddit. I am Jake Vevera. With me, as always, Suzanne Leah Shepard. How's it going, Suzanne?
Oh, it's super windy outside. It's very Halloween-y. I just hope that I don't get attacked by a witch on the way home, which, could be, possible in New York City. But, what a way to go, am I right?
Dude, plus you just said two different witches in the same sentence. Not on purpose. That was cool.
Halloween sounds like the genitalia of a jack-o'-lantern.
Sounds like a Tim Burton porn.
Yeah, it's like when you make a jack-o'-lantern, it's just really a pumpkin vasectomy. Getting all the seeds out, right? Yeah.
Jonathan Katz had a joke. Said people who put out their pumpkins too early are a premature jack-o'-lantern.
That's a great joke.
Tell Jonathan.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Shout out to Jonathan Katz.
Shout out to Jonathan Katz. And shout out to our two awesome guests. First up, she is a first-time guest, an amazing stand-up comic, Miss Dana Friedman. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Tell the people where they can find you.
Oh, my. DanaFriedman.com. Love Gurus Podcast.
Bam.
And
that's happening now, people, now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And December 1st, the queer takeover of Texas at the Parkside Lounge on the Lower East
Yeah.
Side of
Oh,
Manhattan.
wow.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Nice.
It is both queer and unvaccinated down there now. Damn straight. The queer takeover of Texas. Go there. Go there.
Oh, wait, because it's called Texas. I get where you're going for it.
Wait, it's in Texas, right?
No. It's in Manhattan. It's a benefit for the Lambda Legal offices in Dallas.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I thought it was a show in Texas. I was confused.
No, they have a Texas office, and one of the things that Lambda Legal did is they overturned Texas's sodomy law.
Nice.
That's
Right.
nice of them.
And don't you think that sodomy and overturn kind of go together?
Yeah. Yeah. It's it was time. It was time to get rid of that.
Oh, it was a while ago, but
yeah.
it's one of the things that made him famous over there. And it's why they have a Dallas office.
I like all the work they did. To be fair, they take way too much credit for that. They did not overturn it because of them. They overturned it because they learned that Herschel Walker was coming back to visit. And they were like, we got to do it for old Hirsch. What do we,
That guy.
He likes the Hershey Highway, this Herschel Walker.
That was 8th grade Jake coming through right there.
Yeah. Dude, I do tons of 8th grade jokes on
Love
this show.
it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let me introduce our second guest. She is a hilarious stand-up comic, a returning guest. Give it up for the one, the only Jenn Wehrung. Thank you for being on the show.
Hello, friends.
Tell them where they can find you.
Right here, Jake.
Well, no, but out there on the interwebs. Later.
Jenn Wehrung on all the things.
Yeah. I didn't mean like if they're stalkers. I wasn't trying
fair.
to
My address is
out you to
72.
stalkers. Give me your
yeah.
social security number.
Yes, it's 5. I actually got a robocall today, and literally it was like automated, like from the get. It was automated. I didn't answer. It was the message.
Yeah.
And the automated message was, to ensure we have the right listener, please enter your full birth date. And I was like,
Nice.
Fuck
what's
you.
next? My social? And then they just hang up and steal all my shit.
Yeah.
I've never had that before.
That's probably they probably do already have your social security number, but it was just like, the what's her birthday? We can't find it on any. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that's like everything. Like when you call for the doctor or anything, what's the date of the birth of the patient? And it's like, if you're at work or something, it's like, I don't want my coworkers to know. Like, I don't trust those bitches. Like, they definitely could find my stuff.
That was the best part about being an HR director is you got to know all that stuff.
Yeah.
No one can hide it from me.
There's gotta be HR directors who are secretly stealing identities, right? That's gotta be.
Why
a
are
thing.
you outing me like this, Jake?
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's
That's
probably
why I
not
had
a
to
thing.
quit. / was fired.
Dude,
No,
that
I'm
probably never happens. That's what I meant to say. No fucking way that ever happens. Anybody who does, that's misinformation. They should be kicked off of
Misinformation.
Twitter right now.
kidding.
Yeah,
right now,
that-
no tweeting.
Of course they steal. What does HR really stand for? Highway robbery.
That's right.
Also, because who are you going to report HR to?
That's right.
I
That's
wrote
right.
myself letters all the time. Dear Jennifer, your attitude is terrible. Love Jennifer.
It's just a note in your phone.
totally.
Yeah.
Do you respond to you?
Yeah, obs.
No one watches The Watchmen, even in a corporate environment.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
Love Jennifer.
Yeah, so I would say we've got a lot of great questions this week.
Nice.
I would say if there is a theme, it is, uncool guests. Uncool guests.
Ooh.
Like these.
But
Like
we
us?
we're very cool guests.
No.
Yeah.
This isn't. This is
We're gonna
a
judge the
pure
uncool ones, I
coincidence for
guess.
sure. Yeah, we're.
we could do that.
Yeah, we got cool guests
I have faith
so
in
that
us.
you guys could tell,
Nice.
advise these people how to be better guests.
Also,
We've
I
got
should say up top. I didn't say this up top, but I'm going to say it now. Like and subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already
My
done
God,
so,
people get on that.
Yes, absolutely. I have a little graphic for it, but it doesn't want to work. So either way, just know that normally a little thing flashes on the screen that tells you to like and subscribe. Oh,
there it is! There!
Yeah, boom.
I,
like and subscribe. Do it.
I just imagine that there's maybe like an old, like I have an old aunt or something that's watching, and it's like, but I am liking it. Like they're liking it.
Don't you tell me what I do and don't like, boy. I will jump through this
I'm watching
computer
the
screen
show.
and
This
whoop
is
you.
clearly indicates I like the show. Why do they keep saying directly to my face?
When I stop liking it, goddammit,
Like
you'll know it.
I've already shown up.
I also enjoy that the Love Guru's logo, if you will, is blocking Jake's junk.
That's right. That's because I'm naked down
Jake's-
here. Yeah.
I don't want to
this
give
whole
away any
time.
secret of the show, but Jake does have on crotchless jeans.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You
That's
got
right.
a little Adam and Eve action going on.
Yeah.
And I did not need that big logo. It is very cold in this basement. Oh, my God. Oh, Joel on YouTube says, good evening, y'all. Hello, Joel.
Hi,
Hi,
Joel.
I don't.
Yeah. If you guys are watching out there, give us your comments. Give us your questions in the live chat. If you're listening out there, listen live on YouTube every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Give us your comments. Give us your questions live.
Yeah. Well, let's just crack on with the questions.
Let's do it. Let's do it. First question from the Wild Animals on Reddit. If you guys got any questions to write them to loveguruspodcast@yahoo.com, or even best, give them live in the chat, like I said there, every single Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. But for now, we're going to take our first question from the Wild Animals on Reddit.
Refusing to attend a party over pasta salad.
Oh, shit.
I love it already.
My friend Mel likes to throw parties and get-togethers, and she does
Likes to throw shade, too.
Yeah, she does it potluck style, where everyone brings something to the party. Typically, a few weeks or a month ahead, Mel will put the event on social media and ask women to bring a dish, and men can if they want to. Then she.
This is Handmaid's Tale
she
shit.
wants women to let her know what dish they're making, so there's no doubles. I usually try to make something really nice, porcupine bread or a side dish. Then there's this friend of Mel's, Claire. She brings the simplest things every time. Store-bought pasta salad.
Oh, dude.
Pre-cut fruit.
What?
A cheese and cracker tray.
You're trash, Claire. You're fucking trash.
Which, whatever, I don't care about. But what really annoys me is that at the end of the party, when there's leftovers, Claire will take all of the leftovers, including stuff she did not bring.
All right, this is fucked.
Damn, Claire is a C word indeed.
Wait a minute. Hang on. I'm going to bring a different perspective to this. Okay. Claire buys cheap junk and then takes the What if she's poor?
Yeah, I mean, that's certainly...
I'm serious.
Fuck
I
that.
know.
I voted for Bernie Sanders until now. I will not again after hearing this question. This has pushed me. I'm full on Ben Shapiro now. I'm writing him in at the bottom.
She's not good. She's going to be embarrassed to say she can't afford anything better. She'll just bring what she brings, and it's pot luck. Hello,
I would
Yes.
you got bad luck with Claire.
Yes, you guys have bad luck. Yeah.
But Claire might be a nice person. Is she a nice person?
Yeah.
We want to know that.
Okay. Well, there's more more is put in the for the rest of the questions.
Great.
So let's find out if Claire is a nice person. So Mel's having a party, and she created the event, and I said that I would go, even outside of these events that even outside of what Claire does. Then today she posted asking what we're gonna bring, and I wanted to be petty because I'm sick of putting in an effort when Claire doesn't.
Fuck yeah.
And so I said that I'd make pasta salad. Claire jumped on and said, Mel, I wanted to bring pasta salad. Mel messaged me and asked
You wanted
to
to
bring
leave
something
with other
else.
stuff, didn't you, Claire?
And named some more effortful, expensive dishes that I'd made in the past. I said no. I said, how come Claire always gets to bring pasta salad? She said that it's because she doesn't know how to cook. And I said, fine, I'll bring cut fruit. She said that that she asked why I was being like this. And I said that I was sick of putting in effort to cook, and other people bring nothing with low effort and keep getting the majority of my leftovers. She said that these things are getting together with friends, and it's about sharing food, not keeping score. I then said, fine, I won't come.
Nice. You stand up for what's right.
Mel, I guess, is taking the side of Claire. And my thing is, I'm just sick of putting time and money and energy into cooking something and having my food reviewed by these other people and then taken away like I'd done nothing at all. Was it the right thing to un-RSVP? Which, first of all, that doesn't make sense to un-RSVP because, like, it's RSVPing is RSVPing. It's not like I take back what I said before. I don't know. Anyway. So her question is, was I...
You already did the paperwork.
Was I right or wrong for saying I'm not going to come to this party because I can't bring pasta salad?
Can we go back to the beginning of the question, though, first? And I know we'll get there. We'll get to this whole Mel-Claire divide.
Yes.
But can we talk more about dudes don't have to bring things, and what is porcupine bread?
Yeah.
I'd like to bring us right back to the top. I'm interested.
That's a good point. I don't know what that
want to
shit
know what a
is.
porcupine bread is. I feel like I want to eat it.
Yeah.
There's probably
Porcupine
cheese
bread
in
sounds
there.
like shit, dude.
First of all, like, it's like why are you assuming, they, the men can't cook or won't cook or don't like to cook? Like, that's
I do
dumb.
cook, and I hate Claire.
How
I hate
many
her.
times have you seen heterosexual men have a potluck dinner? It doesn't happen.
That's right.
But the motherfuckers can spend some money and bring stuff.
You know what they would do?
Just cook it
They
here.
would complain
That's
about
what
which beer they brought. And
Yeah.
If it was a men's potluck dinner, they would have a banned beer list.
Yeah, that's actually
That's
very
about
true.
right.
I
Yeah.
think the only time that I have been over to a heterosexual man's house that he was cooking, it's like when it's like, bro, a good pizza oven, and then you get this like burnt.
I do have a pizza oven. How dare you?
I was like, you're gonna trigger Jake.
Then it's like
dare
this
you?
burnt pizza.
You're worse than Claire. You're dead to me.
Hey, do you want? Hey, it's got cheese and tomato sauce on it. It's special.
That's how you make a pizza. What are you talking about? What am I making? Am I throwing porcupine bread in my oven? Whatever the hell that is.
Can we get a porcupine bread pizza, please?
Thank you
I'll
so
try.
much for
I'll
this
see what I
pizza.
can
It's
I appreciate you
delicious.
trying.
I'll throw in the comment.
I don't know what
behind,
it is.
Yeah, I'm behind on comments. Joanne says, "What's up? How you doing, Joanne? Thank you for being
Hi,
here."
Joanne. Hi,
Let's see,
Joanne.
Joel, and for people listening on SoundCloud and Spotify and all that stuff, this is the YouTube comments. Get here every single Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Joel says the logo is there so Jake can't finish the little thing he referred to a few moments ago. Let's see everybody saying hi to each other. Amy on YouTube says, I would so do that. I think she's referring to Claire. She says, I like Claire. Well, you're wrong. Joanne on YouTube says, I don't need a solution. I just want to hear Suzanne read this letter over and over.
It was an excellent reading.
It was
Suzanne.
pretty goddamn good.
I felt like I fumbled a few times, so thank
No,
you.
you
I was
really
did great.
got into
self-conscious
both
about
characters.
it.
It was really nice.
It was good. It was good. It felt like a Mean Girls sequel from the 90s where they're like grown up and living in a shitty little cul-de-sac and they all secretly kind of hate each other.
Totally.
I am
like,
not dancing to Santa's Little Helper this year.
You've been doing this since the mid-90s in high school, and now you're
I
making
burned all my
porcupine bread.
pink.
Also, by the way, porcupine bread pizza was my band in high school.
Nice. That would be an excellent pin. I don't even know what porcupine bread is.
Yeah,
I feel
I have
like
no
I've
idea.
seen in like a doom scrolling 3 a.m. like, oh, what is this?
Right.
Like it looked like a bread, but it had like almond slivers in it. This is the only thing I can think of, like to
Okay.
make it look like quill action.
Oh,
if
yeah,
you will.
I nutted on some bread once and had somebody ate it. But goddamn it, I didn't think of a cute little name for it. I was doing it for revenge.
All right, please don't ever bring your nutted upon bread to a party that I'm involved in.
Well, then make some decent pasta salad. What do you want? I warned you, Claire, what would happen next time you pulled this shit.
Yeah.
Not at my potluck.
Well, you could hide the nut better in the pasta.
Also, by the way,
I
nobody.
squeezed it myself.
It could very well have been store-bought pasta salad.
Yes, very. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You don't have to make it. Yeah. So, so just looking, porcupine bread. It looks like
If she has money.
it's how you
Right.
you cut it. Like you cut it so it's little spikes sticking out, but you can make like different flavors.
Can,
So
can
it's,
you,
garbage
can you
food,
hold your
dude.
phone up to the camera
Yeah.
so we can see it?
so it's like this says black garlic porcupine bread. I mean, it's so.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen that. I didn't know that was the name of that.
They just cut a piece of
It's
bread
just a
funny.
bread with some squares, so you can pull out little nuggets of bread.
I get. Yeah. There's. You could also a variant is a pineapple bread, not necessarily pineapple flavored. Whoa! What?
Weirdos.
Damn.
Is it cake? Okay.
Then who cares?
Everything I thought I knew about bread has been wrong.
Okay, but yeah, sorry to interrupt your
The band?
That's right.
Was that all the questions?
Oh, no.
Or
Amy
comments?
on YouTube says, pasta salad seems like a lot. My mom would make homemade popcorn when she was responsible for the snack when I was in kindergarten. Oh, that's why you got beat up in kindergarten. We hate popcorn. Your mother's worse than Claire.
Homemade popcorn.
Joanne
Homemade.
on YouTube says, tell them that you're not going to come, then crash the party with a whole taco truck. There you go.
Wow.
That's the
Joanne
move.
going in hard.
That's the move. Yeah, you sweep in at the end like Carrie
don't-
at the end of the movie.
We don't
Carrie at that
weaponize
dance.
taco trucks enough.
We don't. We really don't.
Yeah.
Just a guacamole
Uh-huh.
shooters.
These are spite tacos. That's right. Joel on YouTube says pasta salad. Who has that kind of money? I'm stopping at the Dollar Tree and picking up some chips. There you go.
Yeah.
Joel says I might hit the clearance rack at the day-old bakery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So going back to this question, so we touched on this before that what if Claire is just like poor and she's taking the leftovers, but also what if she sees all this food left over, no one else is taking it, and she's like, well, I'm not, even if she's not poor, she's just like, well, I'm not gonna let this go to waste. Oh, 75 people dunked their fingers into this hummus. Yeah, but I still don't want it to go to waste. and the writer of this question's like, how dare you?
Mommy, are we eating leftover hummus salad for school again? Are we taking that in little plastic lunch bags and getting made fun of?
You know what? Dudes are not known for being collaborative sharers. They're known for being competitive.
Right.
But when it comes to dividing food, you can. Oh, which sandwiches do you want?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's all or nothing. Yeah, I totally agree with that
Dudes
point.
are about the foods.
Yeah.
I don't have as much issue with taking the stuff home because I do think at the end of the party, like, whenever I have a party, like, I'm Italian, I always make too much food.
Yeah, who gives
and
a
like
fuck?
whatever. And
Yeah.
then like I'm like, please somebody eat this. Like I don't have any
Right.
issue with that.
100%.
I think it sounds like the issue seems more a bit the repeat offenderness
Yes.
of not making an effort.
This is
Yeah.
a one, but you add up enough ones and it
Right.
becomes a trillion.
Like
you know
maybe
what I'm
it's
saying?
almost always pasta salad, but one time, bitch.
So,
maybe.
Yeah,
but what
exactly.
I will
Something
say
else.
to the credit of the person writing this question is that Mel said party host is.
Mel sounds like she sucks.
She
we
says,
haven't talked about that enough.
I'm having this party, and then she says, oh, the point is about sharing food, not what people bring. Oh, if that's true, then don't make out a list of what each person needs to bring. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Can you imagine the bridesmaids in Mel's wedding? They hate her right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awful.
Oh, I just love to wear pink satin in August.
And of course, I'll give $40 towards your vacuum and pay for our bridesmaids trip.
Oh,
Get out of
God.
here.
Well,
Mel's the worst.
Yeah.
They have these websites for potluck registration.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
That's a
That's
thing?
a great idea.
And you can pick by category and type of food, and this way, you have the name of the person and what they're bringing, and so there's no conflict.
yeah, and then so I assume like that you could so not everyone's bringing a dessert, or some people are bringing like different stuff.
I think
yeah.
we should start
Oh,
an
wow.
app. Do they have an app for this yet? Like a phone app?
We should search and
We-
find out.
we
Yeah,
should- if
I feel
not,
like
we
that's
we
probably-
make our own. and like there's a shitty spot called the Claire spot.
Yes.
And then you get to have like the cheapo. That's who gets to swing by the Dollar Tree and just get $10 of whatever the fuck.
You know, that might be the winner spot.
Yeah, but
It's like
That's not the bad spot. That could be the.
I'm saying the downside though to the potluck app is that what if that's how you find out your partner's cheating on you?
Right.
It's like, wait, what potluck did you go to without me?
I want a potluck app, but for booze.
Oh,
you go.
yeah.
Like we're having a party and Jake's bringing vodka.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah.
Suzanne's bringing mixers.
Yeah.
Have a jungle juice app.
I think.
And we all just bring different ingredients.
Right?
Yeah.
Wow, I don't know.
Maybe we could
right.
bring
Yeah.
monkey bread.
Oh,
bread.
I do. I
You
actually
dip it in
just
jungle
made monkey
juice.
bread.
I do love a good monkey bread.
Yeah.
That's why I
Yeah.
was mad I hadn't heard of porcupine bread.
Porcupine bread.
But yeah, so I think I am of the opinion that the person throwing these parties sucks. And she is a hypocrite. But then also, yeah, the person writing this question, if you're so hung up on the fact that you feel like your time is being wasted, are these people your friends?
I was going to say, these people all hate each other secretly
Yeah.
and maybe even not secretly. And they should
This
never.
seems-
Maybe that's the real answer. Stop having. Hey,
Yeah.
Mel, stop having parties.
yeah,
Yeah, there's a
Nobody
whole
likes
lot
your
of
dumb party.
bitterness
This
here
sounds-
that goes
this
back
sounds
to
like
your
a bunch
lot
of, like,
passive
rich-
aggressiveness that's building.
It's like a bunch of like rich parents who like secretly hate each other because like their kids are like all in close competition for second graders, and so then they get together, and then it's like that secret resentment is boiling over. So so to answer the writer's question, yeah, you should have said I'm not coming to the party anymore because it clearly fucks you off to even go to this
it's not
event
fun.
in the first place.
That's your first question, not
Yeah.
what should I bring. Is it
Yeah.
going to be fun?
Would
Yeah.
you
Doesn't
rather
sound
go
like
to
it's a
this
yes.
party or binge watch Love is Blind? I know what I'd pick. Love is Blind every day.
That's true. I've
every day
never
of the
even
week.
seen Love is Blind. I don't know what it is, but
Oh,
I'll
it's
take
so
it. I would
good.
take that over hanging out with anybody in this question. The more we've talked about these people involved, the more I hate everybody in this. There's no good guys, There's no good guys in this.
Do we have some indication of where this person is from?
Location. Yeah, you can't really tell. I mean, I would assume based on the writing and the spelling somewhere in America, but yeah, I can't. There's no.
Well, this is definitely an American thing.
Yeah, there's no.
But
one,
are we
no one outside
are
of the
we
world.
talking
Suburban
rural?
Texas. That's what
Right?
I'm
Are we
thinking here.
talking East Side Manhattan or rural Alabama?
yeah, that part
This
is
felt-
not.
or the
it's not
Midwest
clear.
This
somewhere.
feels very Midwest. I think you've hit on it. This feels
does.
very
This is-
Midwest. to me.
This is like a kind of a nice suburb, middle
Yeah.
America, sort of like what Leave It to Beaverstown was supposed to be like in that, but now it's like there's a little bit of meth coming in. You know what I mean? And that's starting to get into like there's some fucked up uncles who are away for a long time.
I'm
now.
just gonna throw this out there. I'm not saying that you guys are wrong. I obviously have no idea, but I would just say it's maybe not the Midwest because there's never been a party that I've gone to in the Midwest where no one wasn't like pasta salad and lost their mind.
Yes.
We fucking love pasta salad in the Midwest. So
Oh my God. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
think
just,
cheese and crackers would be very acceptable.
you cut your fruit. Oh my god! It's like I didn't have fresh pineapple until I was 15. Like, what are you talking about?
If you drive all
That's
the way
a
to Hy-Vee,
euphemism.
you can buy the food. You can buy the fruit pre-cut there. They do it pre-cut. It's awesome. You
It's
don't
wild.
even have to waste
It's wild.
your time.
It's the future.
And by the way,
The greatest thing since sliced bread. is sliced bread.
you Midwesterners who think New Yorkers are snobby, well, now you have proof.
Yeah.
Like we're snobby over trash things, over dirty trailer trashy shit. But she gets the bad kind of pasta salad.
Yeah, I
y'all.
just can't help think that this is also just. I'm gonna come back to this. This is about effort. Because can you imagine if Claire bought the pasta salad wherever she bought it, Dollar Tree, whatever Joel suggested, and then put it in a nice bowl,
Oh,
Presentation
right?
is a
like
motherfucker,
boxed
yeah.
wine at Easter. I
right?
know where this
but
is
like
going.
showed
Just
like
season it up
showed
a
up
bit.
with it, and
Yeah.
then people were like, "Do you think Claire made this?"
Yeah.
And like no
She,
one
like-
knows now.
She like puts a hair in
It's
it
an
just for like
effort.
further effect.
Ah.
Oh, whoops! Oh, sorry.
never mind, my bad.
That's called buying from Claire's and putting
Right,
it in a
'cause
Tiffany's
then-
box. You know what I'm saying?
Then Mel couldn't
That's the
really
move right there.
complain anymore because Mel would have to be like, I don't know if she bought it or made it.
Yeah.
This is laziness for me. I don't like the laziness of
Yeah.
Claire.
Yeah.
Yeah, Claire kind of sucks, and it's so funny because
They all suck, but
They all suck. They definitely do. But I've never so quickly on the show been against somebody just by the title of the question. Like, oh, you don't like your fruit salad. Fuck you, Aunt Marjorie.
I know.
You're boring, and I'm glad your husband's fucking around on you. His secretary is so much more interesting than you. I don't care.
Aunt Marjorie, do we see some family trauma here?
Aunt Marjorie. My eyes went black for a little while there, and I kind of
Jake's
forgot.
not even in the room with us anymore. Just let him calm down.
I was getting a rocks glass thrown at me for what my father was doing while stepping. It was a whole ordeal.
It was like little blood droplets, like levitating out of Jake's head.
Yeah.
It was very impressive.
Real weird.
Yeah.
But either way, I'm like, dude, this lady sucks. She's boring, whatever. But then she started talking. I'm like, nah, Claire kind of fucking sucks, man. I kind of don't like this. I don't like this.
I wouldn't go to this party.
No,
I
this
just wanna
party
put that out
sucks.
there. That's my answer.
Definitely not. Yeah.
No.
I'd be
go ahead.
like, thanks for the invite again. Oh, super busy. Bye.
Super busy.
Yeah, absolutely. I would not go because I don't like the lady who
Bearded
organized it
lizard is in the hospital once again.
So I guess the answer is it is okay to un-RSVP.
Yeah.
That is our answer.
So to go to final advice, I would say that's exactly like my final advice is yes, it's okay to not go to this party, to say that you're not going, and then I'm going to do one more and rank all the people in this question. You are kind of all trash, but Claire's number one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mel for throwing the party is number 2, and then the writer of this question is number 3,
No good guys.
specifically because she went to Reddit and can't make your own decisions.
Yeah.
Oops.
Should've
I
been an
gotta
easy one.
disagree. I gotta at least
Ooh.
put Claire in the middle because we don't know her situation.
Oh, sure.
I'm
yeah.
giving Claire the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, got it. Okay, yeah. What about Jen? What's your final advice?
I hate all of them. Just don't go. Don't un-RSVP. Just don't go. Or go and just bring the pasta salad. And who gives a shit?
Throw it at the door.
If this is a party, then we're having a party. It doesn't matter. And the minute somebody tells me I can't bring pasta salad, if that's what I said I was going to bring, then shut up.
This is the thought. So having a ball or a party, I mean, it's like really only like, the super rich people did that back in the day, like kings and queens. Everyone else was just like way too poor. And they didn't even put it on themselves. It was like their servants. And so that's why it was fun for them because they got to go to this thing that they didn't have to organize. Whereas now, us normal people can have parties and we're like, this is bullshit. Like,
Fucking
it
sucks.
really is. Yeah.
The guests are the servants.
But
We all do a little bit of servanting, except for Claire, because she's too fucking cheap.
Right. We're
Cheese and
okay
crackers
we're
is
okay
a.
with
You
Claire
gotta
buying.
still bring cheese and crackers.
you do.
When I go to a party,
It's
there's
nice to
no
have
cheese and
cheese.
crackers. I am a little bit. Where's the cheese and crackers?
Someone's got to clear it up.
I
You
used to do
clear it up exactly.
Somebody got to clear it up. Claire's not the hero that we all need, but she's the one that they damn sure deserve in this little cul-de-sac. I'll tell you that right now.
That's
called
our
it-
new slogan. Clear it up.
This cul-de-sac
Clear it
sucks,
up
too.
should be short for bring cheese and crackers.
Yeah.
We'll clear
Awesome.
it up.
Speaking of Claire, Joel on YouTube says, Claire can't afford to feed the kids she had with her sister's husband. Wait, that was last week. Yes. Call back to other questions from last week. Tyler on YouTube says,
Hi,
hello,
Tyler.
y'all. Just joining. Hello, Amy. Hello, Joel. Thank you guys for being here. Tyler says, I like macaroni salad if that counts.
It
Yeah.
counts, Tyler.
It counts. Totally counts. Yeah.
Dude, I had
What's
one
your-
side of the
yeah.
family where it was like when it was an extended family reunion, they would always make those shitty pasta salads, and I hated every fucking one of them, especially with like the cold pasta salad. Like,
Because everyone insists on putting relish in. Knock it off.
Yeah,
Not every
or like-
salad needs relish.
Even
Yeah, it's like
even the
mayonnaise,
sweet
relish,
ones, dude.
pasta. Stop it.
I'm
Stop
just
it.
gonna dice
It's not a
up-
recipe.
I'm gonna cook some macaroni, dice up some strawberries, pour like some sugar on it, and put it in the fridge. Like, no, what are you
Ooh.
doing? Your children should be taken away from you by the state of Illinois.
I'm salivating.
Suzanne on the other end's like, what is that, a Def Leppard salad? I'm so excited.
See, here's the thing. And this was why it was harder for me to grow up. I grew up trash, but I knew I was trash, and so I felt it every single time that thing hit my palate. I was like, oh no.
See, but it's okay to be trash if you're clever trash. I used to do kids' birthday parties, and this mom brought these cupcakes once, and they looked amazing. They had like all the frosting on top, like swirly and fancy, and so everybody thought she made them. But then as we bit into them, I was like, these are just those Hostess cupcakes, and she's peeled off the bad frost because they had the like center. And she just refrosted, and I was like, did you? And she was
yeah.
like,
Wow.
and I was like, you are my new hero.
Damn
Wow,
right.
that's
Right?
amazing.
Like
That's the
everyone
move.
should like if you have kids watchers, there's your answer because people were so they were like, how did you pipe the frosting in the middle?
Wow.
I was like, hero.
What you can do with a piping bag,
Right?
If you're
So I'm
into
just
miracles.
saying, buy it. Buy the $2.99 Hostess cupcakes, but then be crafty.
Yeah,
awesome.
I think that's a great final advice. My final advice is actually going to be very similar. I say go to the party, but just say, all right, I'm going to do something like go to Dollar Tree, go to Walmart. Go to wherever, like Kmart, Aldi's, whatever you got, wherever is the
Lidl.
cheap,
If this party was in Astoria, you could go to Lidl.
The shit where like the meat don't even look right, like it's kind of gray looking, and you're like, that don't, and you find the cheapest version of whatever the hell you think you can kind of get away with there, and you just out Claire
at the Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah.
You go to the Piggly Wiggly.
And you try to. All right, you're gonna have to stalk Claire a bit for this, but I need you to follow Claire to where she buys her shitty food, and then you're just pushing, and you just bump shopping carts with her, like fancy meeting you here, Claire. What you doing? Buying for the same party I am? Fucking A right. You fight Claire with Claire. That's what I do.
I also want to out Mel. Like, if Mel sent me a list and was like, there's 3 people bringing pasta salad. Can you bring bread? I'd show up with pickles because fuck you. Don't tell me what to do. Right? So, like, I want to out Claire, and I want to out Mel.
I would.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah, I would make it a pasta salad competition. Oh, you guys are going to complain? Okay. Well, you can make the best pasta salad.
Pasta salad standing.
Yes.
Last pasta salad standing.
Now it's a throwdown. I like it.
Goddamn pasta salad battle right now.
My God, we got a little fired up about this question, friends.
I didn't expect to get that emotional about
right
it.
out of the gate. So, but also, I think we answered that question.
Yes,
I think we
we
move on
did.
to the next.
Tyler says, "What hate is celery?" Wait, what hate
Yes,
is celery?
yes, Tyler for the win. Sorry, I was reading ahead.
No worries. In macaroni salad and potato salad is tuna salad. Just leave it out for me.
Stop with the celery.
The salad. Well, okay. I like celery, but it's got to be diced really, really fine. When they have the big old chunks of celery that are the size of my fist, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like, I'm not a horse. Stop feeding me like I'm Mr. Ed. This is fucked. These salads are trash.
I'm not going to take my medicine unless I can't taste it. But yeah, awesome. Let's we answer that. Let's move on to the next question.
Next question on the Love Gurus podcast. People, if you've got questions to write them to the Love Gurus podcast at yahoo.com, or even better, write them live in the chat every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Remember to like and subscribe. But right now, we are going to take our next question from the psychopaths on Reddit.
Next question. My husband said something weird to my sister. My husband and I have been married for 2 years now, and things are not perfect. We're both type A personalities with 6-figure jobs and very big egos. We both really like to win, and when we disagree, it can be very difficult to resolve. We're trying to be better, and we do love each other deeply. Neither one of us wants a divorce, and we want things to work out. We get each other like nobody else does. My husband and sister are very close. When she found out that we were getting married, she was overjoyed. They text each other frequently and are always very happy to see each other. Recently, we took a family trip to a beach house. My siblings were there, their spouses, my parents, my nieces and nephews, and me and my husband.
That's a lot of people.
I was tired. I was tired, so after dinner, I decided to lay down. I woke up. It was late, and my husband wasn't in bed. I walked out of the room and saw my sister and my husband on the couch. She had her feet in his lap, and they were talking softly. I know I shouldn't have.
Oh, see, pasta lady, it can get worse.
I know I shouldn't have, but I hung back to see if I could hear anything. Ooh. My sister asked a question that I couldn't really hear, but seemed to be struggling to phrase. My husband said, yes, the answer is yes. And yes, the answer is no.
Dude.
She replied,
you gotta kill this dude.
I know.
You gotta kill your sister.
I went back in our room, and at that point, I've been really, ever since, I'm worried about what they were saying, but I'm scared because that I was eavesdropping. I never saw them that close before, and it seemed like crossing a line. Do I tell him not to talk to her anymore? Do I ask her what she said? What do I do?
Yeah, I'm sure she'll tell you the truth.
All right, hang on. Let's back up. First thing, in the middle of the question, she said, neither of us wants a divorce. All right, that's a problem right away. Number one, you're starting with the negative.
Uh-huh.
Right.
And number two, clearly she doesn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much to, I don't know. I mean, I think that also it's, I think it's so much more typical, nowadays, like if you see, for people to really work through something like this, it's less common than people being like, oh, we're gonna work through this marriage, so so it's she's saying, oh, okay, so what you're saying is they've talked about getting divorced and they both said no.
We don't know that. We don't know that they've talked about it. She might be making the assumption. I know he loves me.
Oh, right. Okay.
Maybe.
I don't know. I think she's in a weird way, like she's lying to herself while at the same time sort of letting the truth slip out. Like the fact that she mentioned, oh, neither one of us want a divorce, knows that they've damn sure thought about it and talked about it.
Yeah, also, we both have 6-figure jobs.
Yeah, like
I
mean, we're incredibly happy.
Like
Both
they've
of us
started dividing up the fucking piles. That's what that sounds like.
Well, I also think that in this question, she says she has a big ego. I think that her own ego was like, I need to list out my credentials so that when I put the rest of this question that my husband's cheating on me, at least I feel good inside. Like, there's an emptiness that she's trying to fill.
Yeah,
wouldn't it be great if the wife turned out to be Claire?
I'm just going to go get a cheap pasta salad and have fun with my friends.
You want to marry Claire? She brings out cheap pasta salad. But yeah.
If this was Claire, I'd be like, good, I'm glad he's fucking your sister.
To me,
He'll learn how to cook a decent pasta salad. Maybe
Yes,
she
sir,
wouldn't be
each
doing
other.
that.
Yeah.
But have you seen her sister's cooking, dude? I mean, I know it's wrong.
Yeah. To me, the issue with this whole situation, it honestly isn't even the question. It is the fact that her feet are in the sister's feet are in the husband's lap.
I mean,
guilty.
They could have been talking
in
about
some countries.
Captain
That's crazy.
Marvel. They could have been talking about when they had sex in the car last
Literally
week.
doesn't matter.
The question does not matter in this situation. It's the fact that her feet are in his lap. If Mike, I have a sister-in-law. If Mike actually,
well, that gets weird, Suzanne.
Actually, but if he put his feet in her lap, it'd be hilarious. But I don't know. Okay, bad example. Someone else.
Dude, not only, I mean, unless he is a goddamn footyologist and she's like, look at my foot thingy thing. And he's trying to cure ailments. That's the only excuse I take right now. And even then, why the fuck didn't I know about this?
Wait a minute. Hang on. Did they say they were in some kind of semi-clothed state, or did everybody have their clothes on?
Yes. Yeah.
Everybody had their clothes on.
Yeah. She didn't mention it, so I would.
She would have said.
All right,
Yeah,
fine.
she would have said if that was the case. But yeah, so so she can't. But also here's the other thing is that she's nervous to bring this up to either her husband or her sister. She's like, oh, I was eavesdropping.
Yeah, that was my.
I wasn't eavesdropping. I was passing by and happened to notice.
I would be like, yeah, I was fucking eavesdropping.
Yeah.
I got a periscope and I put it around the corner. I got a cardboard box. I got 2 mirrors and I cut them and I looked around the corner of my periscope. I was eavesdropping.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Goddamn
care.
right. I saw the feet in the lap, so forget eavesdropping. I'm full on midnight dropping. I'm sticking around all night and doing a fucking stakeout.
I got a submarine. I come up out of the bottom of the house.
Yeah. Going full on. I'm dropping down from the ceiling like Tom Cruise in fucking Mission Impossible. That's how the fuck I'm dropping.
Can we just pause to see
out of the goddamn
look how tickled
ventilation
Suzanne is
shaft.
about the periscope coming out of the living room?
I just think of all the things that like you would do. It's just, I mean, you could do so many more worse things, and it's still not as bad as what the couple. So why is she like?
Yeah.
Why did she care?
It's so insane to me.
Also, we did make a periscope when I was a child, and so
Of course
sort
you
did. Brought those memories.
You were tickled and warm about
I
all
felt
of this.
all
It was
warm and
cute.
cozy.
It's
Yeah,
a
it was
bittersweet
nice.
thing. When she looked at that periscope, she's like, "What the fuck is my man's feet doing there?" You know?
Were you in a submarine?
Well, I pretended to be so. There was
Okay.
another box that was a submarine in.
Okay.
But yeah. So I mean, okay. So let's talk about this question then. Okay. So to repeat, she didn't hear what the sister said, but the husband said, yes. The answer is yes, and yes. The answer is no. I mean, what could they possibly? I mean, I can't even. It sounds like a Jeopardy question that it's like, what is an Aristotle poem? Like I don't like
Yeah.
what could they even be talking about?
How about this? How about a double question like, do you want to sleep with me? Will you sleep with me? The answer is yes.
I mean, that's definitely what the question was.
Oh, wow. That really filled in. Oh, my gosh. Wow.
Or
That was
just
like a
should we
Connect
hook
4.
up? And he was like, yes, but also no.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah.
But it also could have been, do you really love my sister? I don't know. Like, it could have been anything. But
Right.
more importantly, I'd like to applaud, in a rare turn of events, I'd like to applaud our question asker. Because there's no universe in which I would have walked away.
Oh, yeah.
Can we just start there? I come around the corner, I hear even a fraction of this fucking dumb question.
Yeah.
I see your feet in his lap, and I'm sorry, I walk away?
Yeah.
Right.
These people are clearly wasps.
Come on.
Italian
It's
and
so
Jewish.
crazy.
No.
Italian
Yeah.
and Jewish.
There would have been a
fucking
fight.
way.
There would have been a fight right that moment.
Right-
we wouldn't
right
have
on
to
the
talk
spot.
about who was talking to who. 'Cause
Well,
we would have talked about it right
but-
that moment.
but
The only
also-
thing she should have walked away to do was go in to get a fucking a
Hammer.
gallon of gasoline and a match and
Yep.
just burn that whole
No,
fucking
no, no.
house down and
The
walk away.
Italians get the gun. The Jews get the divorce lawyer.
I would have walked back in with a brownie sundae and sat right next to them and put my feet on their head and been like, "What are we talking about, kittens?" That's how that would have played out. Like,
But-
there would be
Kittens.
no universe. I would have gone back to bed.
If
But
I was,
here's-
dude, if I was her, I would be smashing my sister's feet on wood like Kathy Bates in
Yes.
Misery. I would fucking go full misery on this lady.
Totally.
But
It's for your own good, sister.
but also to your
He didn't get out of the cock-a-doodle car. Crack. That would be
And
all
I'm your
day.
biggest fan.
but also to in this instance, had she gone in there and the sister kept her feet in the husband's lap and they were just like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" I mean, that would have been weird because they clearly don't feel guilty about anything. So then one
But
could
at least that
infer
would have been
there's-
more of an answer.
Yeah, yeah.
even.
So yeah, I agree. So I'm saying this so as advice to all of our listeners.
Walk in.
Walk in. Walk
Walk
hard.
tall.
I mean, think of the scene in Pulp Fiction where they're talking about Marcellus Wallace throwing the guy out the window for touching his wife's feet. That's crazy, you know?
Oh, yeah.
like
the faux rub.
it's but he should have expected it. I'm on John Travolta's side in that argument. Was it an overreaction? Yes. But you're giving the mob boss's wife a foot massage, you dumb motherfucker. Don't act shocked when you get thrown out a 4-story window.
Amen.
Yeah.
So, they should have watched the scene of that movie and took it to heart more, I feel.
Because listen, you be nice until it's time to not be nice. We
Exactly.
learned that in Roadhouse, and
Yes.
that was the time. That was the time to not be nice.
What I think she should do is do like Patrick Swayze did at the end of Roadhouse and rip her sister
Yeah.
and her husband's throats
Just
out
throat
of their
right
necks,
out.
like the Mortal Kombat move that he did at the end. And
Yeah.
just, you know what I mean? Get one of them with the right, one of them with the left, and then just larynxes right
Remember
out.
the fat guy who got crushed by the bear? That was one of my
That's
favorite
pretty
parts of the
wild,
movie.
dude.
I only remember the part where they're like naked under the sheets. Does that say something about my personality?
It's been a little while since I've
I
seen
remember
it.
the throat ripping out part.
Really?
Wow.
Maybe I blacked it out.
Maybe.
Dude, okay, I rewatched it fairly recently. The first half of the movie's actually kind of good. And you're like, wow, this is actually pretty well written. It's
great
just
movie.
a guy that goes in, he's fixing up this bar. It's kind of rough. He's changing people's minds about being bouncers. Let's fight with our mind,
Jake-
not our fists.
Jake, he was a cooler.
And then he was a cooler? What do you mean?
Yeah. The grunts are the bouncers. He's the cooler.
Oh, the
He tells
cooler.
them what
That's
to
right.
do.
Yeah, the cooler.
I've seen this a couple times, friends.
All right.
But then it's like a whole different movie halfway through. It turns into just a crazy.
All right, I don't
Just-
know either of the movies you guys are referencing, but I'm thinking Ray Liotta and Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Close
Ray
enough.
Liotta and Goodfellas, and what was the other one? When Harry Met Sally, of course.
I don't remember that one.
You're like when she keeps saying to Carrie Fisher, he's never gonna leave her. Like
He's never gonna leave her.
never gonna leave
They're
her.
gonna fight over this wagon wheel coffee table. So here's the thing though. Now time has passed. Here's what's happened. Our question asker has made it weirder.
Yes.
And you wouldn't think it could get weirder than feet in your husband's
Yeah.
lap. But
Yeah.
she's made it weirder by letting time go by.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right,
I could
'cause-
have gotten much weirder
right?
than that.
So now she needs to now it feels like a confrontation when had she just walked in, it would have felt like we're dealing with something. So now
Yeah, the fact that she didn't do anything about it's the fucking weirdest
and I think
part.
it's
Yeah.
interesting
Like,
that she wants to
it's
talk to
crazy.
her husband before her sister. That says something about their family to me.
yeah.
It's a goddamn terrible family.
But actually, that part I
Some
agree
uncle
with.
did something to all these sisters. It was fucking dark. I don't know what the hell happened, but Jesus
No, but
Christ.
I actually agree with talking to the husband before the sister. And I get it that it's the sister and all that and the rest, but to me, it's always, like let's say that your partner's cheating. When you go to the person that your partner's cheating with, that person, doesn't necessarily know the whole backstory. That person might not even know that they're the side piece.
Which I would absolutely normally agree with if it wasn't
a sister.
Oh. If it was just Joe Bag of Donuts he was cheating with, I would absolutely go to him first. Also, I'd be very concerned about that situation. But if it was my sister, I feel like I could...
Wait, Joe is cheating with the bag of donuts?
Yes, yeah. Oh, yeah. Foot in one donut, you know what in the other. And that got weird. But because it's my sister, I feel like
to find out what my real kink is. Don't judge me.
Donuts. Then they made those stupid holes. And they blocked my.
Lucky's not Jewish. It would have been Joey Bag of Bagels.
Joey Bag of Bagels.
Ooh, yes.
No
just
good.
with those rainbow ones, just right there, hoopla on his ding dong. But I feel like if it was my sister, I could be you'd have better needling abilities having been right. You could be like, hey, FYI, I was making a periscope. I was crafting a periscope, and I may have noted
I was texting the viewing angles on my talent's periscope, and I noticed your dick was in her mouth.
And you asked her a weird question while she was blowing you. What was the question? I have to know.
Right? Because you could start with that. You could be like, hey, I have a weird question for you, sis. What would you say yes to, but also no? Pasta salad?
Yeah.
Fucking my husband?
Yeah. So let's go. I'm gonna go to final advice for this question.
Yeah.
Before we do that, I am way backed up on comments.
Oh wow.
Let's see.
Joel's wife got a gun somewhere in the comments. I
Nice.
caught that.
Yeah, dude.
And I was pretty excited about how that turned out.
I love when people end up dead. Joel on YouTube says, I'm picturing a woman, Claire, in the parking lot of Piggly Wiggly opening companies of pasta, containers of pasta salad, and picking out the celery. Amy on YouTube says his sister's feet were on her lap. Or on his lap.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
These
gross.
Yeah, these are old comments. So
But
I'm
if
kinda
you go
behind.
down a bit, Jake, Joel says if it was my wife, my wife would have walked away. She'd have walked back to the bedroom and got her gun.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Boom.
That would have been a
Joel's
move.
wife for the win.
Yeah.
Joey Bag of Donuts.
Jolie Bag of Donuts. You tell your wife I said mazel. Okay, we're
I'm
gonna
putting
play.
holes in more than just the donuts.
No.
I like it.
Feet aren't all that. Joel on YouTube says feet aren't bad. If she'd had wrapped 30 minutes, she'd have walked out and saw the sister with her head in the husband's lap. Amy says she's worried they think you're eavesdropping, but your feet are in his lap. Yeah. Decoding is not your problem right now. Joel on YouTube says, and it wouldn't be sitting here. Oh, and I wouldn't be sitting here typing a response to you. I think that's in reference to the gun comment.
Oh, yeah.
He says, what'd you see? Tiny, a polar bear fell on me.
Yes, Joel. Yes.
Is that a Roadhouse
It
reference?
surely
Yeah,
is.
yeah, very nice. Very nice.
Joel.
Yep.
Oh, amazing. Yeah. So my final advice for this person is, wow. Okay. First step is to speak your mind and know your truth. And so when
harsh,
confronted with this situation in the future, it's okay to just go ahead and let them know you're eavesdropping. But yeah, I would say go to your sister and say, listen, that seems raw weird. And if she gives some BS excuse, but you have to go to both of them.
Yeah, you
honestly.
have to go to both of them. Yeah.
Yeah, and even just ask them together next time that it's like, she's so hi. What was up with that? That was so crazy.
That's so weird, you guys. You thought I went
Yeah.
to bed, and then the feet came out.
Yeah, I would just
really weird.
confront them. Yeah.
You know what? Okay, so my final answer is she should confront her husband with the question, do you want a divorce? And you can bet the answer is yes. The answer is also no.
He
He doesn't want to get half. He doesn't want to get half of his 6 figures taken away.
He's just one of those people that he always. Yeah, that's now his catchphrase that he's like answering. Yeah, I think that's a great. I think that's.
I mean, they'll fight about this forever because didn't she start this with "We're both Type A"?
Yeah.
No one will ever win this.
No.
So that's my final advice.
Yeah.
Good luck with the rest of your lives. This
Okay.
will be on your plate forever.
My final advice is you already haven't done anything about it, so continue not doing anything about it, right? So what you do is you act like you didn't see anything, and then you get it's so funny because I normally err against the person writing the question, and I try to point this out at least once an episode. I err against the person writing the question because A, these people are on Reddit and they're animals. B, this is a source by foreign about them. It's their Fox News, their MSNBC, their North Korean state-run news if they have to be in the whole country. So when they like leave out little details, I'm like, oh, that's probably convenient that that's not in there. If there's a lot of other details to go with it, it's so weird how in the corner of the person writing the question I am, even though I don't like to be. But yeah, so what you're going to have to do, since you have all that money, is you're just going to have to start collecting evidence, you know? And you just, at the end of the fucking thing, once you have all, and get a private eye involved, get a lawyer involved, do all of this. Let them keep thinking that you're dumb. And then, honey, get your feet on my lap. Your sister's a dumb whore. She has no idea what we're doing out here.
And you're like, here's
Bring
all
the
my
lotion.
ducks. Here's all my ducks in a row.
Yeah.
My ducks in a row are coming out. Quack, quack on that, mofo.
And then so you just let them keep giving them rope. They're going to hang themselves with it, and then you're going to have all this fucking evidence to go into court with. And you know what? The last day in court, you do it what? Barefoot. You go in the court barefoot.
Smoking
you walk
hot.
out of that. Yeah. Well, you can't go in barefoot. You might not
I
get
feel
as
like
much
you get
money.
in trouble.
But then you kick your shoes off after you get that set. After that gavel hits, just caw. You kick the shoes off and you walk out barefoot.
I was like, you put them
That's
right
the
in your
fucking
lawyer's
move.
lap.
Yeah,
and you smile.
Yeah. You do a reverse
Yeah.
Johnny Depp. You go, you tried to bring me down, huh? I'm fucking my lawyer and taking all your money. You know?
You're there, baby.
You do what Johnny Depp did to Amber Heard, okay? That's what you do to this man.
Well, perfect. I think we answered that question.
Yes, absolutely. Next question on the Love Gurus
actually,
podcast.
based on time, I think we really only have time for one more.
All right.
That's all right.
Last question on the Love
Next
Gurus
is one.
podcast. People, if you have any questions to write them to loveguruspodcast@yahoo.com, or even better, listen live every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. Give us your comments and your questions right there in the chat. But for now, we're going to take our last question from the wild animals on Reddit.
Last question. My boyfriend is much richer than he let on. And now I'm scared.
Guy
I'm
likes
20.
feet.
I'm 26. And my boyfriend's 28. We've been together for 4 years now, and we met at a mutual friend's birthday party. He was born and raised in India, and I was born in Texas. He came to the U.S. for his undergrad. All through our relationship, we've always maintained a very basic lifestyle for a couple in their mid-20s. Occasional dine-outs, rented apartment, traveling once a year, etc. Now my boyfriend knows that I come from an upper middle class family and respects my parents for the upbringing that they've provided for my siblings and I. He also told me that his family does, quote unquote, all right, and that they are, quote unquote, comfortable. I never questioned him much about it since my friends thought that he might be supporting his parents financially and could be embarrassed about it.
Racists.
About a month ago, we started talking about where our relationship was going and potentially the next steps when he tells me that he wants me to travel to India and meet his family personally. I naturally agreed and thought it made sense. Until he started outlining some basic rules while communicating with his family. You always put the family in high regard, never talk about money, and treat the servants with respect. Take the car parked in the guest slot if you have to go anywhere, etc.
This is like Illuminati money.
I was really taken aback by this. I didn't know his family had servants, multiple cars, and so on. I asked him more about it, and I also decided to Google his name.
I mean, he
Turns
liked
out-
eating pasta salad. It was fucking weird.
Turns out that his family is basically worth hundreds of millions of dollars and has been rich since the 1800s.
Whoa, old money.
My boyfriend doesn't have any social media, but his name is plastered across Google, and his family was mentioned in multiple articles, magazines, and so on. His family has booked first-class tickets for us to fly to India in about a month.
Amen,
Whoa.
girl.
and they're excited to meet us, but I'm really scared of navigating the situation and letting my boyfriend down. I also don't know any upper class cues and suddenly find myself feeling small.
This lady's bragging. I don't like her.
I've also suddenly started seeing my boyfriend in a different light and picked up on cues which confirm his wealth and upbringing.
Yeah.
Well, my boyfriend makes too much money. Well, it's me.
I know. I know.
Also, his dick is too big.
He's so nice to me. What a jerk.
And he never touches my sister's feet.
Here's honestly.
Yet.
Yes. Yeah. We maybe the boyfriend hasn't met the sister. But here's honestly why I think that this person is writing this question. I think she's just fucking bragging. She's just bragging.
I don't think so.
No?
Bragging.
You've never Googled like someone that you're.
I do have to say that she's 26 and in 4 years she never Googled
You
him.
never
That's a
Googled
lie.
someone that
That's a lie, girl.
I Google someone's name
That's a
before I
lie,
go
girl.
on the first date with that person. Like
All
never
right.
would I.
This to me sounds like a woman who's really insecure because she's not going to fit in. She doesn't come from this kind of money, and you know the even the protocol that she was told about is just so foreign to her. I think it's very intimidating.
They're going to
Yeah.
I would feel badly for her, and also.
I gotta learn how to eat with naan bread instead of forks. It's crazy.
Remember
It's already gonna be
Downton
tough enough.
Abbey?
Yes.
Okay, these are these wealthy people, and the oldest woman, the matriarch of the family, right? Somebody brought up income.
Yeah.
Right? And the matriarch of the family, whose name I'm forgetting, said, "Oh, good, let's talk about money." At that level, they don't do that.
Yeah.
It's like, you know.
Right.
So you have sympathy for this person?
I absolutely do.
Oh wow, your heart's much bigger than mine.
If I
Yeah.
taking it on the basis of just this, taking it at face value,
yeah.
I think it's quite possible she's just really insecure.
Really?
My
Oh.
boyfriend has more money than I thought. Well, number one, as Jake pointed out, why would that be a bad thing? And the only
Right.
reason that might be a bad thing is this is a different person than I ever thought about, and it's only because they don't talk about money.
Okay.
They don't talk about money because
Yeah.
they have it.
Yeah. So so in this situation, so I guess there's two ways based on what you're saying. Now I think about it in two ways. One is that so this has come to light that she's nervous, she's insecure about not fitting in with this. So therefore she's scared about ultimately losing him, right? That
Possibly.
she doesn't fit in with the family. She takes the dad's car instead of the guest car or some
Horrors.
common
The
faux pas.
horrors.
She does something to upset the family and then ultimately loses him.
He's
So-
driving in an Aldi. That's for the help.
But again, in my greedy little mind, she's like, oh my gosh, this is like a freaking Disney movie. And this is literally the plot to Crazy Rich Asians. Did no one else catch that? Okay.
It's the plot to Princess Diaries. Did she not watch that when she was 12? That's about the time it came out, girl.
Oh my God, your parents invented Singapore. What? Okay.
Invented Singapore.
But it's like, so I guess she's ultimately worried about losing him because A, she's, she genuinely loves him, or B, she's just found out that she's been dating this cash cow, been playing the slow game, and now it's like, oh man. I'm just, in my head, I feel like we know how this goes, that he, is like, oh, I love, Constance Wu, I love you no matter what,
Right.
just, anyway.
So in which case the advice is twofold. On one hand, just be yourself, dear. They're going to love you. He already does. I have a drama degree. And on the other hand,
According to every movie we've seen, it always turns out fine.
It's gonna be great.
Fine.
Don't worry. You'll make some gaffes. It'll be funny.
You are so, what is you're
damn.
so Aquafina in
Yeah,
this.
right? Okay. On the other hand, get it, girl.
Yeah.
We hear you. We
It's
see
true.
you. You
Yeah.
got bank now. Well done.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? With I forgot it was last week or 2 weeks ago. There was also the fiance who went overseas and found out that the groom's mother looks exactly
Yes.
like
Yes.
Oh,
like
that's
her.
true. Yeah.
So you find out something about someone's family, and it makes you insecure because, like, what does this mean?
I think it's true.
I really do feel.
My partner's family, when I met them, they made me insecure because I was like, "You guys really love each other." It was
His
like,
kindness is crushing. I gotta go.
I was like just having spasms. I'm like, I'm so not used to this.
Yeah, it was like that when I met my wife's family too. I'm like, they get along pretty well, and it's just you know what I mean. They only fight when they're really fucking drunk or something. Like that's it's like a good family.
Seems weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so weird.
You don't fight all the time.
Yeah,
All right.
you know.
Yeah.
Listen, it's always weird meeting your partner's family like that. Money or no money, that would be a weird situation. And you've been together 4 years and you've never met them. Assumably they've been Zooming. There is a pandemic, girl. Did you have to Zoom out? So assumably she's already seen them. This isn't the 1800s.
Yeah.
But like, it's gonna be weird. Don't make it weirder by being weird about money. Calm down.
Yeah, don't be weird about money, I guess.
But to your point, I mean, you can really boil this question down to every time you meet a significant other.
It's always going to be weird.
It's always going to be weird because there's always something. They have money. They eat store-bought pasta salad. They keep possums in the bathroom. I don't know. It's
your husband's British, and your dad's first words are, "I don't understand anything you're saying." Oh, sorry,
Now-
got personal, friend.
She hasn't yet met the family, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, fine. We might find out later that the family doesn't care she doesn't have money.
Yeah.
They're
That's
more
true.
concerned that she's not, the same religion or the same background, and that might be far more important to them.
That might be way
That's
more
actually
important.
really good.
In
Yeah.
fact, the more we've been talking about it because at first when you started talking about she's insecure, I'm like, oh fuck that, she's being negative. I don't like her, but now the more I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I'm sure I would have told that exact same thing to that Egyptian fella that was dating Lady Di. It's like I think her son or her fiance's mother might have her killed in a tunnel in Paris and blame it on the paparazzi.
Yeah.
And she's
And
going to be all
families
fucking
have
peeved
weird
about
things, though, right? Like rich people can be weird. I was a nanny for billionaires, but like rich people can be weird. It's true, and assholes. But also, everybody's weird.
Wait,
like,
back up. You were a nanny for billionaires?
and but are they watching? Hi guys.
Let's talk about money.
But I'm just saying, like, yes, it's a weird thing, but like. You could go meet anybody's family in the middle of nowhere and you didn't bring the right pasta salad. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Everybody's weird. You didn't put the forks back in the right place. And then the mother-in-law's like, you can't marry this bitch. She doesn't even know how to put away forks.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be weird, girl. Let it go.
She put store-bought marshmallows in her macaroni salad.
Let
She's
it
not
go.
good enough
I
for
think,
you.
let it go.
I think in a way to prepare
and spend
for
that
this,
money.
I think in a way to prepare for the situation, you need to immediately binge watch every season of Love is Blind.
Yeah.
And especially the sections where the fiancés go to the parents of the person that they're going to marry and
always
they
awkward.
profess their undying love for someone they've known for 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah.
Now, just as a way to be like, I'm gonna love him no matter what, and he's just my soulmate, and just have one of those speeches ready in the event that you eat with your left hand and not your right hand. Ooh, then you can have this speech
In
prepared.
our country, it means you are witch.
Right.
Get out.
And
I
come clean
stone
to
you
your
now.
fella. She needs to come clean to her fella that she feels a little awkward about this.
Okay, but also I think, I don't know. I mean, do you say that you're so just naive that you didn't even Google him?
No, never
Yeah,
admit
Yeah,
that.
don't tell that to anyone else
yeah.
except for
But
us.
she could totally say,
know?
like, I feel awkward about, like, servants' cars. I don't even know how to behave like that, honey. Like, if they've been together for 4 years and they're talking about next steps, she should be able to be open enough about that. It's not like
Yeah.
it's not like she found her sister's feet in his lap. I mean, open up, talk about things,
No shit,
friend.
like, I got my car repossessed last week, so like I damn sure don't have a servant's car.
Yeah, because also, fair point, from the guy's perspective, and again, this is still I'm still on Crazy Rich Asians. Maybe he didn't want to talk about it because he did want to find true love's first kiss
Right.
in this woman.
Right.
And, it's like had he said that from the get-go, he would have been like, oh, this Texas whore is just trying to take me and my servants for everything we've got.
Was she working at McDowell's? How did this come to How did this come to
Oh
be?
my God!
Very good.
Is there actually
Yes,
a
exactly
different
right.
movie plot line besides this one? Oh yeah, Roadhouse. Okay, just
Right, it's all of them. Listen, I will cite every 80s movie possible right
No,
now.
for
So,
sure,
like,
for sure, there's definitely a coming to America thing
I was just thinking this
about
is a
this.
Yeah.
Except that in the end, nobody cared. It's like they cared about whether they were, in love, and they
but
were,
in
and everybody's
real life,
happy.
you sometimes die in a tunnel in Paris. So it's like, they might hate you, and it may end terribly.
But you'll
And
never
then-
know till you meet them.
Anyone who doesn't blame it on the press is some kind of evil person and will have
Evil.
them cancelled. I'm the queen of
Evil.
England.
Actually, the one thing about the only thing that makes me nervous about this for her is just the fact that
White slavery.
the parents of
Not where
How
you're
much
going.
money do we
She
have?
gets-
Look at the sunblock this thing has
she gets to
wear.
the house, they open a door, and there's like 10 other white women in there. It's like another one.
It's never gone well for my ladies. I'll break it to you now.
Well,
I thought I was in India. Is this R. Kelly's basement? What the fuck is this? I thought they caught that guy.
She already sounds too old.
but this.
Well, she didn't say her age.
No, she
to
did.
be
She's,
fair.
Yeah,
she's
she's
26.
Oh, she's 26.
R.
Oh.
Kelly stopped
Wait.
fucking her
Yeah.
13 years ago.
Yeah. But no, I was just gonna say because she says specifically.
I believe
that,
she can fly right the fuck on out of here.
Right, right.
Yeah, but she just says that the parents bought the plane ticket. So I would just, if I were gonna go meet, I would just make sure I had some control of that. So if something happened, that I could somehow get to the airport and get on the plane and leave.
But that would be any situation, though, too. Like, first of all, embrace that first class international flying, girl, because
Oh,
it is
yeah.
it is good
Ooh,
stuff.
warm chocolate chip cookie.
You could lay
Yum.
down, you could take a nap. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but-
100%.
But yeah, no, you don't want to feel trapped when
No,
you
you
go
don't.
visit anybody. That's terrible.
Ooh,
but
ooh,
like,
90s De Niro movie. Never get yourself into something you can't turn around and walk out of in 30 seconds. That's Heat.
yeah,
Boom.
baby.
Him and Al Pacino.
Yeah,
Shared the screen in
baby.
that one.
Yeah.
Jake, you're so butch.
Fuck yeah, dude. Dude,
What
I know
is
all
things
the De Niro
Jake's never
movies.
heard before?
Yes, and the answer is
It's
also
no, so no. We figured it out. They were talking about Jake.
I hear that I'm so butch all the time, but it's always with a major tone of sarcastic overtone.
No, I was serious.
Awesome. Yeah. So okay. So my final advice for this person is, you guys have already said it. It's just be yourself and make sure that you have a way to get out in case things get sticky. But yeah, I mean, worst case scenario is, you break up with this guy and you're still 26. It's gonna be all right.
Yeah, it's gonna be all right. And also start Googling people, girl.
Yeah. Start every single person you know in your life. Google them immediately. Your boss, your parents, your.
This does not sound like a cynical person. A cynical person would definitely have Googled after the first date.
That's
Oh,
very
yeah,
true.
that's a good
This is
point.
a very
Yeah.
trusting
So my
person.
guess, this could be like somebody who's like a yoga teacher or something,
Oh,
and like a
yeah.
really low tech
No.
person, and just
Maybe
not
she's
in that head.
Amish.
Yeah.
Could be.
Texas Amish?
There's a huge Amish community in Texas, Suzanne, that I just made up.
Okay.
There's a place my boyfriend's from called India. I think it's on the East Coast by New York or something.
She
They have a
goes.
basketball team, the Pacers, the India Pacers.
She goes to India and she's like, oh my god, your servants are like totally not churning butter correctly. Let me
So,
show them.
Where do you keep the horses? Where's your barn?
I'll make pretzels.
no, so I'm thinking, talk it out, be sincere.
Yeah.
If you're a little insecure, maybe just talk that out. I'm sure he'll be very understanding,
Yeah.
and he'll tell you more than don't park in the servants' parking
Yeah.
spots or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think that's good advice.
I
yeah.
hope he doesn't tell her shit. I hope that it's just, I hope he's a kid who just hates his fucking family, and he's like,
Right, we have not
"Screw you.
explored that. Maybe
I'm
he
not-
hates
yeah,
them.
dude, he's like the total black sheep of the family, and he's like, screw you, Dad. I'm not learning how to run stupid tech companies in India.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to New York and I'm gonna do
What if he's
cocaine off
going?
of expensive
What if
artwork.
he's going there to be like, look, I fell in love with this woman from Texas,
Yeah.
and I'm renouncing my wealth or whatever. Like
Yeah.
it's just to rub it in the face, and then he turns around, and he's like, let's go, baby, and she's like, wait, we're poor now.
And then two homeless
Hey,
guys
wait,
would
wait,
get
wait.
all his money. It'd be great.
He says to her, I bought you something. to wear. It is the gown that I think, and it's Daisy Dukes in a Confederate flag bra, and it's just like, what is this?
Or I think it'd actually be like the Pakistani flag.
Can I share?
It's 2 stars of it, David. It's like, what is this? What is?
Can I share a personal story? Do we have
Of course
time?
you can.
Okay, fine. So I transitioned in 1990. In 1989, I was really insecure. I had no clue about anything.
Damn.
And I went to a tranny chaser salon. Right?
Was that its official title? Was that
it was
Yelp it?
It was this woman's salon in
She didn't
in her Chelsea apartment.
Nice.
And she had trans girls and their admirers over. And all the other girls were hitting on this one guy. And being totally rude and inappropriate, and I was the only one who talked to him. And I didn't know that 2 weeks earlier, his mother's will got out of probate, and his entire life, she'd been holding the money over his head. Do what I want or you don't get the money.
Oh, wow.
And he finally got the money 2 weeks after I met him. Before I met
lottery
him.
ticket.
Wow.
2 weeks before I met him.
Yeah.
He was spending like a drunken sailor.
Yeah.
And he loved the tranny girls.
He paid for all their surgeries and everything.
Well, I don't know about them, but I got a sugar daddy. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Not quite a sugar daddy, a sweet and low daddy.
Look, yeah.
But he paid for
Seems
stuff and totally built up my self-esteem. So
Oh.
anytime the young trans girls now tell me, I don't want to be objectified. I don't want these trans... Shut up. Take the money.
Embrace it.
Yeah. I bet.
It really is like an 80s transgender Cinderella story. That was fucking awesome.
Yes.
That's fucking awesome.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Except that I now have a partner, and
Yeah.
he traded me in for a younger model anyway.
Exactly. Well, yeah, he's.
I mean, that also
Yeah,
is a typical
but-
80s
but
movie.
it's
rich
all-
guy. Yeah. That is it.
But I think it's like I love that story because it's like what you're saying is like, oh, this like gave me confidence. I don't know. I just feel like that's like the most wholesome way to look at dating someone who is like a sugar daddy or a sweet and low daddy or
100%.
whatever. Yeah, it's like I mean that's like we need to tell these young kids about this.
Yeah, 100%. Because even I'll bet you in real life, when Cinderella came back from the ball, she had some negative friend who's like, "Don't go for that prince. He's into feet." Like it's just everybody's looking for the negative angle, and you found the positive angle. That's
Well,
right.
one could say that one who poo-poos other people that are insecure is also insecure herself. And so,
Okay, one
that's-
could say that, but one could be quiet, Suzanne.
That was a lot of people. That was
I'm not
poo-pooing.
saying
That was
I'm
poo-pooing.
insecure. I'm just undermined it.
Hey, Suzanne, the servant's car is outside. Can you,
You
go
know,
get us some donuts?
If you poo-poo your boyfriend and turns out he likes the poo-poo,
Yeah.
you're in good shape.
Wow. Wouldn't that would turn my head right around. All right. Hello, Wanda. Okay.
Now that's a 2022 romance.
Yeah, that's
story.
a different novel.
That's a 2022 Cinderella story. Got to go to the dark web to find that one.
Yeah.
It is a cartoon, though. It's made in
nice.
Japan.
It's nice. It's on RedTube. I saw it. It's
I
great.
I know. I'm like, you're talking about Two Girls, One Cup. Like,
Yeah.
That was
It's
like,
the Cinderella of Reddit. It's yeah.
Cinderella.
okay.
Cinderella.
Okay. What other final advice do we have for this person?
Before we do final advice,
Oh.
I am backed up on some questions. Joel on YouTube says maybe little sister didn't turn him down. I think some of these are old comments. So sorry about that. Amy said, "I'm sorry. What's the problem? Blink twice if he hits you."
Yeah.
Joel,
Good one, Abe.
Suzanne Googled me before she followed me on Twitter.
She did.
Probably. I probably did. Yeah.
Joel on YouTube says, "The family doesn't care about her wealth. She looks like a good breeder son. Does she have a sister?" Tyler on YouTube says, "The only thing the family cares about in her is her macaroni salad recipe, so they can make it and run with it and
Bring it
sell
to a potluck,
and make
yeah.
money." Yeah. And I'm sorry, I'm so shitty at reading these comments. They're like the writing's far away, so it's small. Tyler on YouTube says, "In all honesty, I assumed her boyfriend didn't want money to be the it factor in the relationship."
Sure, of course.
So he just, I mean, the coming to America thing, make it about the money. I think it's admirable. Yeah. I mean,
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
You
he
100%.
he stopped Samuel L. Jackson from robbing the McDonald's. Like, he's a good guy,
Yeah. Matt Damon married a bartender.
right?
We're all
How do you
for
like
it.
them apples? We're fine.
fucking A, dude.
Well, also, oh wait, did you give your final advice?
My final advice is, go with him. But if he's all like, hey, my mother bought us tickets to a tunnel in Paris, don't go.
Don't go.
No, it's a trap.
Don't get in
So,
that limo.
Yeah, don't get in the limo. Don't get in the limo. It's give every limo driver a breathalyzer. She's looking to blame anything.
Yeah.
Paparazzi, drunk limo drivers, everything.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I think we answered that question. I think we answered all of our questions.
We did.
We're all good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, what a great episode.
This has been an awesome episode. Follow both of our hilarious guests. Follow Dana Friedman. Look her up online. Follow Jenn Wehrung. Look her up online too.
Do it.
That's right. Until next time, like and subscribe the podcast. Watch live every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Give us your questions. Give us your comments right there in the chat. Until next week. Later.